Hello Capricorn, welcome to February 2019 He Said, She Said reading. Thank you for joining us. My name's Michelle.
Hello Capricorn, I'm Richard.
And we're here to deliver your channeled messages for the month. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that we have a special on your own personal He Said, She Said readings at the moment. So if you're interested in those, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Okay, let's have a look. For your oracle cards, not great energy, I have to say, Capricorn, for starting the new year. We've got from the Shapeshifters oracle, the unending sadness of looking back, which of course is all about regret, obsession over the past, replaying the past, and negative nostalgia. There's a strong possibility that you're experiencing some sort of compulsive nostalgia or regrets, thinking about an old issue over and over, perhaps even believing you've been robbed or cheated somehow. But you're also forgetting to glory in the now, what you have around you or what is to come in the future. There is a fixation, an obsession, perhaps with finding what went wrong, and there's a need for you to fight all that, to win against this energy. You know, you see this creature, and it's a fossil. It's a creature that is long dead. It's not coming back. So why are you still holding it there? Why are you still keeping this alive?
It doesn't want to come back.
Let's take a look and see what we have from the Oracle of Mystical Moments. We've got the card of Stranded.
Yeah, so Stranded speaks to misdirection, misjudgment, and fear of failure. I'll just read a little bit of the description here. It says, we either beat ourselves up over our performance, or we are so intimidated that we never even begin. Failure is a necessary part of success, as important to a journey as a rudder on a ship.
So it does seem to be speaking to someone here who has really kind of latched on to a feeling of failure after the ending of something. Could be a relationship, could really be anything in your life, Capricorn, here that you're holding on to. Now, I'm using the Steampunk Tarot for your side, and Richard will be using the Universal Waite deck. So let's get started, and we'll focus in on the energy of the person that you are thinking about here in February, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they feel about you, how you feel about them, the strengths of your relationship, the weaknesses, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock, and the outcome. Now, Richard will lay down his cards.
And so I've got the energy of the person you're thinking about, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they see you, how you see them, the strength of your relationship, the flaw of your relationship, the potential, crossed by any roadblock, and the outcome.
Okay, let's take a look at the energy of this person here. Capricorn, King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so with this one, this actually, it may flip out, it could resonate vice versa, so this may be your energy. We'll see how this plays out. But immediately I pick up, of course, we have your card here, the King of Pentacles. It could be a male, could be a female. It really doesn't matter about the gender in a general reading. But coming up in the reverse, it suggests that there's some kind of instability. Normally the King of Pentacles is someone who is a very stable, very solid individual, very focused on practical matters, achieving great things in business. But in this case, there seems to be maybe a sense of inadequacy here because of something that's happened in the past, some failure or perceived failure. Let's look at the male perspective.
So we've got the Two of Pentacles here, which can speak to a number of things, possibly a choice that needs to be made, but it can also mean it could also speak to being able to maintain balance as well. Being able to keep those balls in the air, but you're juggling. So even if you are feeling inadequate right now, or you're not quite yourself, it's quite possible that you're still functioning and still able to keep those balls in the air.
Let's see how this person is affecting you, what they're bringing towards you here. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so with this one, it is about some kind of movement here, but it's not directed movement. It's scattered movement, hasty movement that is not well thought through. Let's have a look at the male perspective.
So we've got the King of Pentacles now in the upright here as to what they bring to you. So possibly, even though you might be feeling not so great right now as the King of Pentacles, it's possible that whatever this person is bringing to you is this stability that you might be seeking.
Right, let's have a look at the floor. The Empress as the floor. Okay, well, this one, I do get the sense, I don't think that this is another person. I feel it's more about, I'm picking this up really more about you. And the thing is, I get this energy around you of being able to create. The Empress is the creator, someone who gives birth to ideas. I may even be speaking to someone here who's trying to get a business off the ground, something like that. But I get the sense that there's doubt, there's self-doubt because of past perceived failure. There's something that needs to be created here, something in your life. And it may just be stability in your personal life, but I think it's more than that. And the floor here is, I feel, to recognize your own abilities, to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, your needs here, in terms of making the King of Pentacles upright, getting back on your feet.
I get this energy from the Knight of Swords, kind of like a skittish energy. Like a horse who is in front of something an obstacle that they need to get over, and then they're kind of not really sure about if they can get over that obstacle. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from up here as well. That was kind of amplified down here with the Empress. I think it's doubting your abilities to create. Yet with the King of Pentacles up here in what they bring to the table for you, as in the upright, I see that as being a very positive sign of your ability to manifest what you want.
Yeah, so, I think we're talking about someone here. I think this is all your energy, Capricorn.
And you got the Seven of Swords. It's kind of that's an energy of more, not so much of cheating in this instance. I think it's more about escape.
Yeah.
Or this is the flaw. So what I see here is the flaw being running away, not taking that step. I talked about that sort of skittish energy. So sometimes a horse might actually even back away from the obstacle, not try.
Right.
Or they might, or they're sort of on a 50-50 when it's that kind of situation. And I think the advice here at this point is that you need to move forward, that you need to not run away. You need to press forward, even though you might not feel that success is assured.
Let's take a look and see how this person feels about you. The Three of Wands. Okay, well, with this one, it is about future success. There's an energy around you of waiting for something to happen. I think you're in this awkward in-between phase right now of where you're still keeping yourself attached to something from the past and not fully moving on to the next phase of your life here. I get it this as waiting for things to come in for you.
Yeah, I think I think the message we're getting so far, though, is that I think the waiting is over. And I think what's happening is that you're thinking back to other times in your life where you failed, and that's having more of an influence on you in this situation than I think it should. I mean, it's always good to plan. It's always good not to take reckless action, to think about what you're doing before you do it. But one can take that too far, especially by attaching too much value to past failures and saying, well, you know, if I failed then, what's to stop me from failing now? That kind of attitude.
Let's have a look at the male perspective.
So the Queen of Wands in reverse, you know, that speaks to a lack of confidence to me, a lack of your thoughts that you can actually do what you plan on doing. So, I mean, if this is another person that we're talking about, this is how they're seeing you, as lacking that confidence. That doesn't mean you will fail. What it means is they see you as not being confident that you can succeed.
Yeah.
Yet up here, you've got the Three of Wands. That's a card of action to me. It's a card of future action. They're waiting. They're waiting on you to gain that confidence to turn this Queen of Wands around.
Let's take a look and see how you're viewing them here, Capricorn. Page of Wands, well, that's good. I like that energy. It's really about starting fresh. It's about being enthusiastic to succeed. So around you, although there has been a focus on the past, it seems like that there's more energy these days here focused towards the future, and I like that. You know, Wands is about action with passion, and I don't mean passion as in a love kind of thing. It's more about being enthusiastic, energized to succeed. Let's have a look at the male perspective.
You've got the Star in reverse here, which speaks to a bit of pessimism here. And, you know, I think there's pessimism again. The root of it is past failure and your thoughts about that perceived past failure. You know, it's difficult to say, and it's going to be different for everybody, but a lot of times when people fail, it's a perceived failure. It really wasn't a failure at all, but you just perceived it that way. And that, I'd say that a lot of the time that's really the case, because in the end, we don't know the entire story of our lives, how it's going to unfold, how that past, and I'm going to put failure in air quotes here, how that past failure or perceived failure will actually influence the outcome of your life in a positive way. Sometimes things happen that are bad that end up leading to good things in your life. Of course, in the present, when you don't know that those good things are going to happen, it can often feel like you failed and that this is going to dog you the rest of your life. But that's not usually the way that things go, especially if you're willing to put the faith in yourself and put faith in the fact that there is a plan out there for you.
Yeah, I get the sense that if this is a relationship, a current relationship, there has been something getting in the way of this, and it's in relation to a past perceived failure. Now, I do get that there's been a lot of hesitation on the part of perhaps both, hesitation here, but I do feel that there is somebody in this relationship, possibly a fire sign here, who has been waiting. I get their energy more as waiting for things to turn around for them. I do think that they see you as someone who has a potential to be that husband figure, that stable person, that successful business person. But there's this question of pessimism. But I don't think it's pessimism from the partner. I think it's mainly you here, Capricorn. Now, when it comes to the strength, we've got the Three of Swords as the strength. So with this one, the energy that I get around this is about, of course, heartbreak, pain.
I think it's past heartbreak, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking up as well. And, you know, the Three of Swords, oftentimes we look at this and we think, oh no, what a horrible card. And it can be quite a confronting card. But there's also another side to the Three of Swords in the upright, and it's an end to pain. It is an ending, but sometimes that ending is a good thing. Let's have a look at the male perspective.
So you got the moon in reverse. Now this is good energy.
Yeah.
I like this. What this means is it's the beginnings of clarity. It's beginning to see things not through a distorted lens.
Yeah.
You know, in the moonlight, things look different. They look distorted. They don't look real. There's an air of mystery about things that are lit up by the moon. So I'm really seeing some good energy here. I actually do like the Three of Swords here in the upright.
I think this is about seeing a past pain, a heartbreak, some kind of past event that you've been holding on to more realistically.
I think it's about learning from it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a strength. That's why I like it.
Let's take a look at the weakness here. And then we've got the Star in reverse. So there's this pessimism again.
That's the weakness for this relationship.
Yeah. A pessimism about, a cycle repeating, something like that. Let's look at the male perspective.
Now, the Knight of Pentacles here is a flaw. You know, as a flaw, I see that as being moving too slowly, being too deliberate. You know, the card of the Knight of Pentacles is the card of somebody who's slow and steady wins the race. But I'm wondering if slow and steady is not really what you need right now. I'm wondering if it's more Knight of Swords action that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Knight of Swords in the upright.
Right.
Now we see Knight of Swords here in the reverse, so there's that skittishness. I think that's what needs to be turned around here in order to ensure the success of your undertaking and of this relationship.
Let's have a look at the potential. We've got the Six of Pentacles. The roadblock here is the Four of Wands in reverse. So it's give and take in a home environment. You know, there's potential here. There's support. I see in this case the Six of Pentacles is support. There is somebody providing support. The roadblock with the Four of Wands tells me that there's some kind of setback regarding a happy home life, contentment, stability in the home. You know, fours are all about being in a stable place.
No, you know what? I look at that a little bit differently.
Okay.
I think the roadblock to this give and take would be the destruction of this home.
Yeah, exactly.
Is what I'm seeing there.
Definitely.
I don't think that has to be the outcome.
Oh no.
No, that's the roadblock.
That's the roadblock.
The roadblock is the actual destruction of this relationship, or the destruction of the home is going to lead to not getting that Six of Pentacles energy, that give and take. Okay,
I think, you know, I look at this and I look at this, and these are very stable kinds of energies. So it seems like stability is what's really needed here. We've got the Five of Wands, and the roadblock is the Seven of Pentacles.
So the Five of Wands is all about conflict. It can be competition as well, but I really feel like it's conflict, and I really get here petty bickering. Petty bickering. The roadblock is assessment. You know, assessing the situation, and I think I take it a little bit further and say gaining clarity about the situation. I think sometimes, you know, when people bicker, there's always something behind it. It's not really about what you're bickering about. There's something else, something deeper. And I think that the Seven of Pentacles here is a sign to you that that's what needs to be thought about.
Yeah, you know, I think that this fighting, if there is fighting, conflict, unnecessary drama that's being created here due to looking back at the past, this is what needs to be reassessed. Is this necessary? That's what I get. Is this really necessary? Because I don't think it is. I think it's unnecessary. It doesn't have to be that way. And it's about, the Seven of Pentacles. When I see this in your instance, Capricorn, what do you want to continue to put your effort, your time into? Is it the past? Something that shouldn't be revived? Something that's causing conflict in your life? Drama? Or is it time to let that go and start to reassess your priorities?
Concentrate on the now and concentrate on planning for the future.
Let's have a look at the potential outcome here. The Four of Cups in reverse. Well, I like that card because it is about someone coming out of a depression. This could be someone who's been quite depressed about perceived failure in the past, not getting what they wanted or something like that. I often see the Four of Cups when it's in the upright as a little bit of poutiness. So in the reverse here, it's getting out of that pouty stage, pouting about the past, and instead it's getting joy back in your life, enjoying life again. Let's have a look at the male perspective.
The Magician, I love that energy.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. You know what that means to me is that you have the abilities, you have the tools that you need to manifest this in your life. What I see, Michelle, here is there's a whole lot here to clarify.
Oh, a lot to clarify. I hope that you join us in part 2. The link will be below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. So if this is resonating, please join us there. If we don't see you there, then we wish you all the very best with this. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, offering a special on the He Said, She Said with both Richard and I. And wishing you all the best for the rest of February. And we'll speak to you again soon for the March readings.
Thank you, Capricorn. Goodbye and good luck.